NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Manning going to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw, it's Manning. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Manning. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laquan Treadwell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Hey, check that, street.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Manning now to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laquan Treadwell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
They run over center with Peterson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They toss it left side to Peterson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Second and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready. 19 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Good fucking feet, boy. Good fucking feet, boy. God damn.
Solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Manning. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
It's now turn with one of my own, man. With a great interception. Turn me up. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Smash.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was big on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
70. Go. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. This is Jennings. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 19 tight. Grab ball 80.
Now Manning. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Manning again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laquan Treadwell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, 49ers 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he's got it down to the 28.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down at 7.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Again, Peterson. A good move. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Big Lion. Let go.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10.
Cougar 19. Believe in you, Pete. I believe in you. No score, Pete.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Manning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now is Manning. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Panther Street. Come on. Set. Let go.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got it.
Second and 6.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Peterson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins, 62 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next the score, Jaguars 42, 49ers 28.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laquan Treadwell, 71 yards. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. Shot. Let go.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
Ready? Crackle, 80. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt, hurt.
They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Manning to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Manning. This will go to Henry out wide. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Now Manning. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laquan Treadwell from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
49ers 35. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, go.
And off comes to Peterson. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
To throw is Manning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jaguars 56, 49ers 49. Matt Prater sets your kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Manning going to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on third down, Manning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Manning. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw, it's Manning. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 63, 49ers 49.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
2nd and 15. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up.
And the Jaguar first down.
Manning looking to throw it. Now they'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Chase Young on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Now Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
49.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk, Mustang 19. Go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for the Jaguars, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.